just a quick intro into the Lost Kingdom video playlist. Now that we are in the Lost Kingdom, we have this Green Crusader fortress up above where we can start seeing all the activities taking place in our Lost Kingdom battles. Right now we are in the midst of it, time remaining 37 days plus for KVK1, our endless war for KVK1. We have these 5 things down below here, but first of all, there are the rules here. I highly recommend everyone read through them so they have an understanding of what the requirements are. So many times people ask questions that are right there in these tabs available to us. Also, looking at Relentless Warriors has to do with the back and forth of people who are actually in the fighting. I'm not in the fighting yet, so I don't have any numbers showing here. Now, down here are the things that are important for me to look at. I've teleported into the Lost Kingdom, as is obvious, but I can always head home by going here, and by pressing that, it will use a random teleport to get me back, and then once I'm back in my home kingdom, I have to use a targeted teleport or an alliance territory teleport in order to get me to my actual alliance. So if I were to go get resources from my farm, I could either teleport home and then get my resources, or I could bring my farm here and get resources in here. It just depends on which one has the most teleport availability. Now, for the Chronicles, it's just like in the Old Kingdom. It's showing us each chapter that we're going through, the first chapters, whether we've attained them, whether we've reached them. Some of them are alliance-based, some of them are kingdom-based. Right now, we are in this about controlling a level 5 pass at the end of the chapter for our alliance. Our alliance is not pushing for those passes, so our alliance will not be attaining this one, but other alliances will. And of course, those would be the rewards we would get if our alliance were to take place in that activity. Now, there is a possibility that one of the alliances that may be on the verge of getting one of those level 5s will have openings for a number of our players to join in order to get those rewards, which would be an additional perk for those who are fighting in the battles, since they will need a lot more of the healing. They might want one of these 24 hours. And of course, the golden keys are great and the gems are great. And then the chapter after that will be having to do with Crusader flags between all alliances in the Lost Kingdom. This one is a no-brainer. 100 Crusader flags is like nothing compared to what's already been built. Okay, so that's the Chronicles. The Power of the Sages is showing the power of our kingdom, and we get to donate it to it with the sage tokens that we earn. War of Conquest are the activities that are going on right now that we are to participate in. Past Glory has to do with building up the Rune Crusader fortress that we gained possession of early on. That was one of the first goals. We are currently in stage 3, which has to do with turning in busts in order to continue the construction of the Runed Crusader Pass. Heroes Welcome is where we exchange what we earn, these medallions that we earned. We can exchange them for rewards. I've already turned in all that I intend to turn in because I'm still developing these levels and these particular commanders. I've only developed my low levels in this city, so I turned all of those in and have already gotten what I'm going to get. And these I'm still developing because this is not my main city. And then Barbarian Buster, this one is a really crucial one for right now, and in this we'll be earning sage tokens that we can use in exchange for the technology for our kingdom. And then when we do that, we also get honor points, and this is what the honor points look like. These are honor tokens, so we would exchange these in exchange for honor. What honor shows up on the honor roll as an individual, an alliance, and a kingdom basis. Individual, I have currently in the city earned 30,000 honor points. Most of those were fighting barbarians, because you can earn a lot by defeating barbarian tribes or barbarian forts of level 6 or higher, or depleting resource points. These are what you earn based on the level. Sorry, it doesn't show level 9 and level 10 for some reason. Sometimes in the computer it does not go all the way out, but they're definitely higher, probably 45 and 55. looking at the way they do this. But we do have barbarian forts up to level 10 here. Well, we will. I don't know if they exist yet on the map. They'll probably be in the inner zones. We are still in the outer zone of the kingdom. But we've been doing a lot of barbarian hunting. And then alliance, this is for our entire alliance. Our alliance is in slot 18. The rewards are for up to level rank 30 of the alliance, but the ranks change at level 21, so I was bound and determined to make sure we got in the top in 11 to 20. I would love it if we got in the top 10, but I don't think we have a chance on that. They are very, very strong alliances in the top 10 compared to us, so we have, a little over 100,000 at this point. So we're really well established in the top 20, so I'm happy with that. And no, it's not all about me. It's just I really like having our alliance be so well represented. And then the kingdom. We are the number one in the kingdom. We were really on top of after the first stage, we were really on top. But then when the barbarian fighting stage happened, which is stage 2, logins really did a heavy push and they got on the leaderboard. In the beginning, it was just us and do her, I believe. It might have been Yorkshire, actually. It was just us and one of these two on the leaderboard in the beginning, and then the other two came along and did their push. But this kind of gives you a relative strength of or idea of the participation of the members. This shows that there's a greater participation of the members earning honor than these two. I did look at the strength of the large alliances, and 70 has some very good strength in their large alliances. 71 has a ways to go, but they definitely are one to keep an eye out on, as well as far as their large alliance goes. But their participation of their individual members doesn't show as high, so it's kind of hard to tell just how strong they are. There's different ways of measuring strength of a kingdom, if you ask me. And it's not just about honor points, and it's not just about city power. Okay, and then the last one is Crusader Achievements tab, and this is where we get rewards for, first off, for our individual levels, like fighting barbarians, number of minutes in a build. Later it has to do, honor points, I've already achieved all those. Well, no, I still have some to go. I need to get up to 100,000. Okay, cool. Nope, 130,000. Then there's killing or severely wounding opponents, and I don't know if I'll ever be in the fight. We'll see. Occupying ruins and altars, I don't know if I'll ever be part of that. And killing barbarians, I've achieved all of those. And gathering resources on the map, I've achieved all of those. So really the only one left for me is the honor related one, because of the fact that I probably won't be in the fights. Oh, and number of minutes for alliance buildings. And then the alliance units too. Your individual actually applies to these as well. If you're not on top of your individual, you won't get the alliance rewards. But here I'm ahead of the alliance. But here, where it's the kingdom, I'm behind the kingdom. So the kingdom has already made it to this point, and I need to get to 40,000 to get these rewards. So I'm behind the kingdom on this one. But, that'll change with time. We'll see. I'm very good about making a push for getting more and more rewards, especially for fighting the barbarians. So these are really important to pay attention to. Anytime you have a red dot, it means you have something to do. Like if you've got sage points to donate, you'll get a red dot on the power of sages. If you've got rewards to collect, you should get a red dot on chronicles. If you have something that you've reached but not grabbed, like once I reach this one, I will get a red dot here to tell me to go collect it. And same with honor roll and Crusader achievements. When you've reached a point that you haven't collected, you'll get a red dot on those, just to keep you on top of what's going on, so that you know that you're working towards making progress, towards helping your kingdom out, helping your alliance out, and helping yourself out. There's a win-win-win in all of this. So make sure you pay attention to all of that, and the fact that this is going on in the Lost Kingdom, plus you have your regular individual goals about building up your city and all of that, and helping out your alliance friends. So for now, I am signing off and wishing you Godspeed.